Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to Full Time Sports Network. I am here. I'm back after a little bit of a break. Haven't been here since last weekend to do a FA Cup Round 2 game. Now, I have normally got it linked up to the TV, so I have. But the funny thing is, it's Welsh. So I don't know why I'm listening to it, but I am. I'm continuously listening to it. But I'm gonna persevere and just crack on with it. Just want to quickly get into some housekeeping before we get into the actual watch along and talking about the game and who's being picked. We are proudly sponsored by Global Mapping Surveys. Global Mapping Surveys currently assists architects, property developers, and construction companies all over the country. They offer a wide range of services such as setting out topographical surveys, 3D laser scanning, and monitoring. The link is in the description for the website and contact details. Thank you so much to Global Mapping Surveys. And also, we are official partnered with Rafe Esports Energy Drink. Rafe is a powdered energy formula drink mixed with water. It's a healthier alternative to generic canned energy drinks. It's clean, zero sugar, antioxidant rich formula is designed to give you the edge. Use code FTSN22 for a 10% discount. And also, there is a competition where you can win a shirt of your choice. It's a very simple competition. All you have to do is literally just put a comment in live or after the show, in the comments after the video, and a winner will be picked out at random. Big up to everybody. Big up to Monzi. Hope you're doing well. I know you're Stevenage because I'm pretty sure you were from Stevenage. Knocked out Kings Lynn, which I'm pretty sure is also David's team. So I'm sure you two probably had comments backwards and forwards. Can't say I've actually missed doing that many streams. It's been nice to do other stuff. So big up to everyone. So let's get into talking about the game so far. Right, so I think the best way to start is Wrexham. They're in the National League, the one just below League Two. They are currently top of that league. Not sure how many points they are clear. I don't think they're very clear. No, they're not. They're just 1 point clear of Notts County, who is this shirt. They have been undefeated at home, though. 10 wins out of 10 at home. They are crazily good at home. They've scored 52 goals this season, only letting 18. Now, if we could talk about Farnborough are in League South. Now, to explain that to you is there's a relegation from the National League, and then there's it's split on who can get promoted. So you've got the Vanarama League North and then the Vanarama League South. So Farnborough are in 15th. They have played 17, won 6, drawn 4, lost 7. They're not the greatest scorers in the world. Only scored 16 all season, only let in 17 now. So they're obviously very hard to break down as well. The Vanarama North and South work very similar to how they do in League One Championship. You have the champion, and then you have a playoff system. Now, the playoff system for the National League is hilarious and really fun to watch. It goes from 2nd to 9th. In little knockout competition, it's very fun to watch because the games are end to end. It's not like we have some cup competitions where they're just scared to lose and they're more than willing to take it to penalties. They're not willing to take it to penalties. They go full hog. It's brilliant to watch. Bobby is, I am alive, mate. I am alive. Chris is not at the Carlisle game as I need a rest from working hard during week, so I'm watching it on stream. We are away to Warsaw in the second round of FA Cup today. See, Chris, this is why I love you, mate. You are paying attention to the FA Cup. The FA Cup is a massive competition in our country. It's important to me, always will be, and I'm always going to watch it. And I had I'm going to press the red button. So they've just told me that I could listen to English commentary. I'm going to choose that option, funny enough, if it lets me. Oh, don't tell me it doesn't let me do it on this one. Because I really need button options. But yeah, I'm going to get into the teams in a minute. Unfortunately, I can't find the red button's not working on S4C. Let's get into teams though before I think we're about 4 minutes away from kickoff. So let's get into the teams. So find it. I did put them up, so hopefully they haven't gone. There we go. So we're going to start with the Farnborough team actually first. So according to this SofaScore, they're going for a 3-5-2, but I do doubt it due to the fact what they've done for the Wrexham team. Jack Turner is in goal. Oliver Robinson, Jack Ball, their captain Kevin Locko. And you got Grant, Pendlebury, Page, Young, Norville Williams. Now these two, I do apologise if I butcher your names. Hisham Kasumi and Salim Sayed are their front line, according to SofaScore. And for Wrexham, they've gone for a 5-3-2, but I do doubt this because Liam McAlinden is a striker and they've put him as a right back. But I'm pretty sure maybe it might be more of a right wing back, which could be a possibility. So you've got Mark Howard in goal, McAlinden, Hayden, Tozer, Tunnicliffe, McFadzean, Jordan Davies, Luke Young, Elliot Lee, Sam Dolby, and Paul Mullin in their front line. I've got a feeling this is going to be quite a high scoring game, to be honest. I might be wrong, and I do hope Farnborough do a fantastic job. FA Cup is a beautiful, beautiful competition. Has so many surprises. I will keep up to date because this game's kicked off at 15:15. I'll be able to update you on the halftime scores of the other games at halftime for this one. So I won't be having a break today. I'll be going all the way till when the game finishes, and then I'll do the update on the full time. But Chris is obviously talking about Carlisle. I won't mind getting knocked out as we are going well in the league. Will benefit us, but at the same time, we'll have to get big. Yeah, exactly. This is the round before what could be a big money spinner for these small clubs. And I, to be honest, I don't think we would get a copyright strike if I put this on, because honestly, I haven't got a clue what they're saying. I haven't got a clue. I said there was a red button option. I hope there is at some point. The players are coming out. Farnborough are wearing a white shirt, which is actually quite nice, actually, with a blue trim at the bottom. And obviously Wrexham are wearing a red shirt with their well-known sponsors on. I really do hope a red button option becomes available because I'm really struggling to listen to this. It's going to be it's not a great turnout, but I suppose there's a lot of fans there, don't get me wrong, but there's quite a few empty seats as well. Whether or not that's how they designed it, because some of the smaller teams do design it so certain stands aren't used. So imagine that for you. What would actually, Chris? Who would you support in Carlisle versus Liverpool? Who's your first love? But we are moments away. You've got Phil Parkinson, well-known manager for Wrexham, and you've got a guy called Spencer Day, who is the manager of Farnborough. But yeah, I'm expecting 3 or 4 for Wrexham here. Well, there you go. Bravo. Chris saying he'd support Carlisle over Liverpool. Love it. So first round competition for both of these sides. Wrexham played Oldham at home and won 3-0. Now Farnborough, on the other hand, did surprise a higher league club in Sutton. They beat them 2-0. The problem is They might be saying names now, and I haven't got a clue. I'm hoping there is another option for SFC because I am really struggling to understand what he's saying. If there is a red option, I hope there is because I really need it. Let's see if there's another S4C on here. But the game is underway, so the game has kicked off, and I'm hoping I can find another S4C here because all I've got is Welsh, and I haven't got a clue what he's saying. And to be honest, I thought I'd recognise the names at least. I can't even recognise the names. But there we go. Chris would like one of the Manchester clubs at home, really. Yeah, well, think of the money. Think of the money. And this is why I love it. And it's not just about the money, it's the name being put on the map as well. You know, like if you were just like do a great performance, you might lose, but if you're great performance, people talk about that all over the world. And that is so vitally important. So Farnborough, I've got a throw in here. We're a minute in. Yeah, like I said, Wrexham have obviously closed down some of the stands where they don't want fans sitting anyway. So it was never going to be a sellout, which is fair enough. I'm sure they'd open it up if it was one of the big boys here. But I think they get a rough idea of how many tickets they would sell. To be fair, the whatever end that is, the north or the south end, is packed. And it's loud. It's very loud. Big up to the people of Wrexham. That's all I could say. Because they really have turned out for an FA Cup second round, which is against the team that, you know, it's Farnborough, you know, no disrespect to Farnborough, but they're in Vanarama League South. It's not a League One, League Two side. But what I would say, if you can manage to watch this, do watch Wrexham. Definitely watch National League as well, because it is a very entertaining league. There's some good quality, and it's for me, the tackling is like 10 years behind. There's proper hard tackles. Yeah. Well, the only place I really remember very well in Carlisle is the bus station. I could just imagine him around there. But yeah, just imagine him. Oh dear. I'm sure they would not stay there for very long. It would be a coach journey up there, I reckon. Coach journey back. Quick up and down. That's all they'll be doing. Here's Wrexham with Paul Mullin. I don't know how long I'm going to cope with this commentary in my ear. Farnborough just passing around now, which is quite good. But you don't want to make a mistake like that and give Wrexham possession back. Wrexham take a quick free throw in, but Farnborough win it back. You know, it's the fact that they actually beat Sutton in the last round suggests that, you know, Farnborough aren't an easy team to beat. They've obviously got some talent. Sutton are definitely not a bad team. They are in League Two. Farnborough are pressing Wrexham right now. Cross coming in here. Ooh, not the greatest defending there by Wrexham. Cross comes in. Well dealt with there. Farnborough are not giving it up, but here comes McAlinden. This is what I'm saying about how attacking minded he is. He's literally just gone straight up there. It's on the edge of the penalty area now. But Paul Mullin just... Okay, I don't know how Farnborough have given away a corner, but Paul Mullin just had an air shot. Farnborough, I thought, would deal with that very well, but they decided to give him a corner. I take it Mark Howard and Aaron Hayden are starting for Wrexham. 2 players they're starting from Aaron Snake Hayden. Yeah, let me have a look. Mark Howard is, yeah, they both are actually. Yeah, they're both starting. You would know more about it than I would. I don't know the situation. Please feel free to explain, Chris, because I haven't got a clue. Is it to do with the powers of money? I think Mark Howard used to play for Carlisle. The name has just jumped in my head thinking, did he play for Carlisle? So I'm wondering if it is a Carlisle situation here. So no, Paul Mullin dropped a couple of leagues to sign for Wrexham. Obviously, Wrexham have managed to sign certain players because of their finances. Okay, got you. Yeah. Did you get a good transfer fee, or was it just a free transfer? I'm hoping you get good transfer fees despite the money that they have. Obviously, we all know who their owners are. And for anyone that doesn't, he's a certain movie actor. Well, it's actually two movie actors, to be honest. Actually, I don't know if Rob's really a movie actor, is he? I know he does some American TV show. But currently, Farnborough are doing very well. They look pretty decent, to be fair. For a team that don't score much, they play pretty decent football, to be honest. I'm quite surprised how well they've played so far in the first 7 minutes. Admittedly, it's only 7 minutes, but going out for a Wrexham goal kick here. Aaron Hayden start was committed to Carlisle first game versus season 2 hours before. Whoa. Okay, yeah, I don't like that. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff I don't like. So that's how it started with me and Wrexham. Yeah, fair dues. Yeah. Here comes Farnborough, though, on another attack. They're still attacking here, Farnborough. Wrexham dealing with that rather well. Big up to Moss. Shouldn't you be having a break, mate? How's the Ryan Reynolds team looking? To be honest, Farnborough looking better than Wrexham. Liam McAlinden, who used to play for Wolves, is looking quite dangerous for Wrexham, but Farnborough look pretty decent, to be fair. I got 3 points. Oh, don't worry, mate. About it, mate, honestly. I'm glad you're doing well for views. But yeah, go and check out Footmoss Sports Talk if you're not subscribed. And subscribe to us as well. There will be World Cup matches. There's not like every single one, but any games that can be covered will be covered. Obviously, it's a bit tricky, 4 games a day. A lot of us work, unfortunately, and do other stuff. So, yeah. I called Wrexham money backed and their fans were snowflakes about it. Well, they are. How is that? The fact is, Wrexham are very well backed. We all know this. And at that level, and this is no disrespect to any players, their heads will turn very quickly for a club that has a lot of money down there. It's just going to happen, you know. Their wages are very, very different to how it is in the Premier League. So, Chris, just be you, mate, because I have no idea why they're being funny about it. Because this is the case. They are well backed. We bank, but yeah, you better get Mario out. As much matches as we can, of course. FTS and for sure every match. Yeah, knockouts as well. They'll be coming next weekend, I think, if I'm right about that. Yeah. I can't. Unfortunately, I can't cover those. Unfortunately, now. That's why I'm doing this one instead. Wrexham here with a shot. Well saved by defence. To be honest, I don't know if that was his hands or his face, the goalkeeper there, Turner. Ben Tozer with a shot. Was it his face? Oh, no, it was his hand. So I wasn't too sure if that was his face then. If I was going to be brutal, I was shocked they had fans. I don't know how old you are, to be honest, Chris, but unfortunately, as an Arsenal fan, I know of Wrexham way too well. Mickey Thomas, third round against Arsenal. Yeah, Wrexham definitely had fans, unfortunately. Yeah, exactly. No, nothing wrong with that, Chris, at all. I fancy France versus Denmark draw and ARG. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so they're the which one's I think of which one's the 4 o'clock kickoff? So obviously everyone's more than welcome to go and watch the World Cup. It's absolutely fine. I will be here to cover FA Cup no matter what. Yeah, which one's the 4 o'clock kickoff? And then there'll be the 7 o'clock. But yeah, Argentina versus Mexico is going to be very interesting. I think they're going to be very angry Argentinians, to be honest. But that can go of two ways, where Argentina score loads of goals, or they lose their heads and get a silly red card, which will cost them the game. So, But the France versus Denmark game, from right now, Wrexham are giving the ball away and giving away possession. Wrexham are not doing very well right now. They need to wake up a little bit. Defensively, they just don't look very good. So it's a throw into Farnborough. Looks like it's going to be a long throwing because he's wiping the ball down. Yeah, in it goes. Does nearly go as far as the penalty spot. To be fair, it's a pretty good throw. Farnborough is still, they're giving away a free kick. I don't do Christmas until next Thursday. Next Thursday is when I start doing it. Yeah. I don't know why I've got this commentary on him here. I really don't. We've got a clue what he's been saying for the past 13 minutes. I suppose in a way, I'm wondering whether or not I might pick up some Welsh language, I suppose, but I haven't got a clue what they're saying. So the problem is, even when it comes to a player, I haven't got a clue what they're saying because it's definitely not the player's name. Oh dear. It's entertaining though, yeah, I have to say. Farnborough just they could have done a better pass there. Farnborough would have been through. Wrexham clear it. Wrexham are being really, really bad. What's going on? Goal kick there to Wrexham. Chris saying he puts Christmas decorations up on the 24th December, taking down Christmas Eve. Anyone who's seen that? What's that? There was a film based on Eurovision on a certain TV app thing that you can watch. And it sounds a bit like that sometimes. I have to say. Wales have been really Wales. Wrexham have been really wasteful here. Wales. It's a lot of Welsh, and all of a sudden, just a name comes out of nowhere, and I'm like, what? There's Spencer Day. Fans seem very quiet. I could do with actually thinking about it. I've just seen some fans and they're dead quiet, not making any noise, but all I can hear is noise. So I'm wondering if it's one of the other stands that I can't see that's making all the noise. But we are 15 minutes in. Still Wrexham nil, Farnborough nil. There's Chris updating me. Thank you very much, and updating all you wonderful people. That 1-0 to Carlisle. It is 1-0 to Carlisle. Let's have a look, see if I can find any of these scores. Let's go back a little bit here. Right, so there's that. So Shrewsbury went 1-0 up against Peterborough in the second minute. Stockport are 1-0 up against Charlton. Maidstone are 1-0 up at Maidenhead. This is not even a facup, I don't think, is it? It's got all of them. Oxford United 1, Exeter 0. Shrewsbury 1, Peterborough 1. Altrincham 1, Eastleigh 0. Not sure if these are actually FA Cup games here. The problem is the app that I use is they're all over the place. Right, let's go into FA Cup games here. Right, so Barnsley 1, Crewe 0. That is a FA Cup game. 1-1 between Stockport and Charlton. Forest Green Rovers are 1-0 up against Alvechurch. Oxford are 1-0 up against Exeter. Portsmouth are 1-1 with Milton Keynes. Shrewsbury are 1-1 with Peterborough. As Chris has said, Carlisle are 1-0 up against Walsall. And the rest of them are 0-0s. Big up to Chris, though, for updating me on that one. I will update you all at half time. Scores, who has scored. But Wrexham, I don't know if it might be the high press that Farnborough are doing. They're not letting Wrexham have any of the ball. Normally, Wrexham just dominate games. Wrexham and Notts County, the two teams just dominate National League games, to be honest. They can lose. It is possible. They do draw. They do make errors. Both teams do. But what Farnborough are doing right now is just not giving Wrexham any time whatsoever. For Farnborough players, it's kind of putting yourself on the market a little bit here, to improve the level that you're playing at. Wrexham making errors here. Yeah, I called it as well. 2-0 actually as well. I went for a 2-0 win. I think I went for 2-1 in Moss's Super Brew, just because I thought Saudi might actually score. But me and my partner have got this thing going as well. I went 2-0 in that. So I'm a happy bunny. Happy bunny. Farnborough they look really comfortable. I'm actually surprised how low they are in their own league. Maybe it's the final third that might be letting them down, I suppose. They can't score, but their playing style is really, really good. Here's number 24, had a shot, goes out for a corner to Farnborough. But honestly, they're pretty good, Corner comes in. Very high, very deep. But to be honest, it has caused Wrexham some issues here. Farnborough is still going. No, Wrexham got it clear, but it only goes back to number 28 of Farnborough. He whips in a cross. Wrexham deal with us, and they're now going on the break themselves. With Young to Mullin. Mullin goes for a cross, goes out for a Wrexham corner. So from one corner to another, literally very good. Very quick as well. My Wi-Fi has dropped. I know I've got some weather issues. I'm pretty sure we all have this weekend in England. We have some horrible weather forecast, unfortunately. Corner comes in. Goalkeeper comes out. He's very brave, this goalkeeper. This goalkeeper is okay. This goalkeeper is not needs to be kept an eye on. Don't know how old he is. Could be, I don't know. It could be about 28, to be honest. But this goalkeeper is brave. He comes out. He reminds me very much of Pickford. But he comes out strong, wide, makes himself as big as he possibly can. Another corner to Wrexham here. Young whips it in. Not the greatest corner. Wrexham still do have it. They whip it in now. And out comes Young and collects it. But this guy is brave. I suppose if they let a goal in, you could probably say he's brave. He's being silly, but so far he's not made a mistake. So a new Saudi would be so hyped after that result versus Argentina. Yeah. I got 9 days off work, which is well deserved. Needed my last holiday off work. Whoa. Yeah, you definitely deserve the break. Enjoy it whilst you can, because it's going to get closer to Christmas. It's going to be coming just crazy. They're just advertising the Wales-England game in Welsh. If you saw England in Welsh, you would have no idea what that even means. Loeegr. That's England in Welsh. So, yeah. We're coming up to 23 minutes played. I'm interested. I'm going to want to find out about this Turner. He's hearing something from the side of the pitch, which don't know what's going on there. Jack Turner's just kicked it up. I'm definitely going to find out about this guy because he looks quite good. There's a head injury there for the Wrexham defender. I think Chris will say that's a bit of karma there. Hayden's down with a head injury. He seems fine though, but does sound like through my headphones that the wind has picked up here at the moment. So do apologise if the internet drops. Heavy rain is forecast, which does tend to kick out my Wi-Fi for a couple of seconds. 24 minutes played, still 0-0. I went for 3 or 4 at the beginning of the game. Now Farnborough might wear themselves out, I'm not sure. But Wrexham are well known for scoring a lot of goals. They're very attacking minded, with a decent defence normally. But if Hayden has to go out the game here, See, the thing is that they're showing people in the audience that haven't got a clue who they're talking about, apart from Love Island was mentioned. I wouldn't have a clue who he was. Luckily, I was at work for the England game last night. Back to reality, flat back. Yeah, they are. They are. They're definitely known for bottling it in the playoffs so far, I have to admit. I hope this is the season that they do it. Only because I like Wrexham, that they gave me. I won't say it's my greatest memory of the FA Cup, but being an Arsenal fan, being defeated by a team like this, you kind of have a little bit of a soft spot for him. You do kind of watch him a bit. So yeah, I'd like him to go up to at least League Two. And to be honest, I'd rather Wrexham do a Salford and just go up the leagues a bit. "26 minutes gone." There's going to be quite a bit of inch time now with Hayden going down with that hand injury. I think he is back on though. Yeah, he's there. I can see him. Wrexham just cannot get their passing together at all. It's a bit sad, really. But this Jack Turner, I'm definitely going to have to Google him in a minute. Because he looks quite good, to be fair. See if he's on loan from anybody else. Because here comes Farnborough. It's actually currently 3-2 here. Number 10. Oh, what on earth was that by the goalkeeper? But Wrexham do clear it, but the ball only goes back to Farnborough with a long shot that goes high and wide. He's a semi-pro. He's 30. He's not played high level, which is quite shocking. He is from Wimbledon. So he's actually from Slough, which Moss, I'm pretty sure he's not listening because he's probably taking Mario out for a walk. Moss went to Slough whilst he was over here from Canada. So yeah, Jack Turner's from Slough Town. Has played at Wimbledon, has played at Staines as well. But yeah, it's to be honest, he's impressed me. I'm sure I'll be welcome to Wrexham. I'm one of those wonders of Wrexham, as their fans like to be obsessed with it whenever they win about my comments. I'm sure you'll be welcomed there, lovely, by them. Come up to 29 minutes, still 0-0. Farnborough have been the better team, I have to be honest. Wrexham just have not got their game together at all. I've seen them. I do see him. I do watch him quite a bit. I'm starting to think it's me. But here comes Farnborough. Well defended. Oh, I was going to say well defended there. Hayden's just giving it straight to the Farnborough player, 24. I would say names, but the problem is I haven't got a clue what the commentator's saying. I'll tell you, here comes Wrexham on the break. Here's McAlinden. McFadzean whips it in. Wrexham keep possession. Here's Elliot Lee. Anyone that remembers Robert Lee, who used to play for Newcastle, Elliot Lee, and Ollie Lee. I don't know where Ollie plays now, but Elliot is Robert Lee's son. Decent midfielder, not of his dad's quality, obviously. But yeah, Ryan Reynolds is a brilliant attribute. To be fair, I'd give him that to be a footballer. But you know what? I still have not watched the documentary about it yet. From what I've heard, he's doing a good job, doing a better job than some proper owners do in our own league, the Premier League. So as long as he does it in the right way, I'm sure Wrexham will be fine. Here's Davies. Wrexham trying to build an attack here. Farnborough are very good at defending, I have to say, which is quite clear from only letting a goal a game in. Actually, they only score less than a goal a game as well. So defensively, they're good. Wrexham tend to be as well, but I think the most dangerous have been Farnborough. Better chances, Wrexham. Got a free kick coming in here. Luke Young whips it in. Farnborough deal with that well enough, but oh no, here comes Farnborough on a break. Number 11's quick. Another Young, but it's a different Young. But he's quick. Wrexham just. This is a fairly strong lineup from Wrexham, so I'm a little bit surprised of this performance, to be honest. But like I was saying, I do watch quite a few of their games, and I do think it's me, because every time I watch them, it's just not that good. But I know that they do have good games. I do hear about it, but yeah, every time I seem to watch them, they have shockers. Here's McAlinden now. Honestly, just can't get their passing right. Oh, Derby with a shot just slightly over. Turner was beaten, if that was on target. It was much better though. Sam Dolby. Good movement. Twist and turned and shot. Made sure he got full control of that ball, but unfortunately always leaning back just slightly over. I think Turner would have been beaten, to be honest. It's ironic Wrexham documentary is on Disney. Their team is full of Mickey Mouse, if I was going to be pretty honest. Oh, I do love you, Chris. You're funny. 1-0 half time. Cheers, mate. I will get into the half times of all the games once we're on half time for this one, which will probably be the kickoff of the second half for those ones, but it is what it is. We've obviously had a lot of rain in Wrexham, which is no surprise to anybody. The pitch is a little bit grotty over this side by the dugouts. I'm struggling to find anyone that's singing. I can hear non-stop singing, but every time they zoom into the crowd, not a dicky bird is being made. Farnborough have been decent, I have to be honest. I was expecting this to be fairly easy. You know, Wrexham did destroy Oldham in the last round. Different level, but they destroyed them. Kind of was expecting the same here with Farnborough. But Farnborough just, mind you can see why Farnborough struggled to score goals. Attacking wise, they're not great. So that final ball, they're just struggling with it every single time. Every single time. Farnborough still. It'll be interesting to see the stats of this one. Oh, this number 11 is so quick. Oh, he's down. He's properly injured as well, because he's definitely not faking it, because he's actually off the pitch. I do know they said something about VAR. Imagine Young all of a sudden looks fine now. But Young he's very quick. To be fair, that would have, even if VAR was there, the actual tackle was outside of the pitch, so it would have counted anyway. But it looked fine to me. Young's up and he looks fine. Probably hurt at that moment. But he's very quick, that number 11. I'm sure Spencer will be the happiest out of the two coaches, though. Farnborough have done really well. They just need to be able to. God, this number 28 is pretty good as well, you know. Oh, I don't know if that was just on the line, that tackle there. Well, I still think it was fine. I don't think VAR would have turned that to a penalty, to be honest. I'm going to look at some of these players because I'm quite intrigued who they have played for or stuff like that, or if they're on loan. Referee's blown for something here. I don't know what. Offside. Right, okay. Normally headphones normally help me. Have I got a clue? They said press the red button. I haven't got a red button. There's no red button option. Trying to work out if there is an option on here. Don't think there is there? Here comes Farnborough. What are they blowing for there? Actually, they're saying that's offside. Oh, that's saying that's a free kick. I'll tell you, if the first one was close to being a free kick. Ooh. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Bento's had a pull on Casamu's shirt. Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah. So Pendlebury's going to take the free kick. Call it for something there. I don't know what. Oh, Pendlebury went for a very interesting low free kick cross. But they do like this long throw. I've found Towel now to wipe the ball down. It's Robinson that's going to take it. It is a dangerous throw-in, I have to say. It does go really far. Reminds me of the Stoke days. Bit of Stoke City. It's nice to hear a bit of English in the background there, to be fair. I heard what the players said. It cannot be repeated live on air. So the only thing I've managed to do is put subtitles on. They've just apologised in Welsh for some bad language. I'm like, it's the nicest language I've heard for a while, to be honest. It's actually English. I haven't got a clue what you guys are saying. What other buttons I can press on this to get them working? No, that's not going to work. It's definitely no red button. No, that's not going to. Blue button. Yellow button. Green button. Any button. That's a really cool button. That's not going to help me. Another long throw in here. I think if they had better strike force, Farnborough would have been 2-0 up by now. Easily 2-0 up. But now what I will say about Wrexham is when I've seen them play a bad half, doesn't necessarily mean they come out better in the second half. I promise you that. I think it was Halifax was the game I did that I can remember. That was an awful game. They were bad. But the thing is, this is quite a strong lineup from Wrexham. It's not like they're resting any for the league. Obviously, Paul Mullin being there. Major danger for Wrexham. Here comes Farnborough again. I tell you, if you had Mullin in Farnborough's lineup, easy 2-0 up. Mullin would have sorted those goals out. Cross comes in from Farnborough here. Oh, what a shot that is from Farnborough. Trying to see who it was here. The problem is I can't see how wide it was. It didn't look like it was very high, but I don't know how wide it was from the angle. About 1 yard lower and that would have been in. Goalkeeper would have been bit. I don't know how wide it was. That's the problem. But here comes Farnborough now. Still Farnborough. It's still Farnborough. Oh. No penalty. Wrexham are making this so hard for themselves. Their defending is awful. Well, the ref's going over to speak to someone here. Let's make sure Davies is okay, I'm guessing, actually. I think he fell over himself there, Casimo. So it's Davies down at the moment. Hopefully he's okay. We can continue. But the Farnborough fans look well chuffed, and they should be. Proper hardcore fans when you support these low clubs too. But I do know that talking about the game against Sutton. Now I've seen him play a half an hour. Well, a first half. I can definitely see how they got that win against Sutton. It's 3 minutes of injury time. At half time, I'll go through the half time scores around the country. Well, FA Cup wise, anyway. Davies is really struggling here, and I'm probably going to have to add more injury time here at this rate. So Wrexham going to have to do a sub here, so it's going to have to be Davies is going to have to come off here. Have to be stretched off as well by the looks of it. So let's see if I can find his actual name before I butcher his name, which always tends to happen. So it's Jordan Davies. Yeah, so stretch is coming out for the player here. Trying to see the challenge here. Oh, it's here. Oh, okay. Yeah, no one even touched him. That's his ACL gone. So Jones is coming on for him. So Davies is coming off. Jones is coming on. Can't tell I'm watching a Welsh side here, can you? At all. Yeah, I've not watched it. Ever since I knew an MP was going in, I wasn't going to watch it. Simple as that. Shouldn't be given any airtime to those type of people. So yeah, Davies is off. Jones is on. It does look like it's possibly a career-ending, not career, season-ending injury. Looks like it's ACL. Wrexham fans are applauding him. So there was 3 minutes, but now it's going to be more injury time. It currently is 0-0, and I will give you the half-time around the FA Cup at half-time. I will tell you all the scores from around the country in the FA Cup at half-time, but currently Wrexham and Farnborough are still currently playing. So once it is half-time to Amida, I will definitely give you the half-time scores. Farnborough here, trying to build an attack. Wrexham just not do very well. Hayden just boots it out. None of this fancy stuff which they were trying to do, which seems to backfire. No problem, Amida. Whole lineup, not even celebrities either, which is, yeah. They're not celebrities. Chris Moyles, I'd say, is a celebrity due to the fact he's a DJ. Sean Walsh, I suppose, comedian. But it's when they're known for something else, like actors and actresses. I know there's a couple in there, or was. Fine, celebrities. But it's when you're known for something that makes you famous, but not a celebrity in my eyes. You know, it's a fine line for me, the term celebrity. Just because you're famous doesn't make you a celebrity. These corners are mental. Throw-ins are mental by Farnborough. Not only does he get some actual proper length to it, he gets some proper power to it as well. Come up to 51 minutes played so far the first half. Still the first half. Still into another tournament that's occurring at the moment with loads of injury time. Here's McAlinden. Here's Lee. McFatsine back to Lee. Pendlebury's defending him so well. If you could give someone a point for a performance, I'd give Farnborough a point just for performance. They have been brilliant. Wrexham do have a corner here. Who do I think will win? From what I've seen, Farnborough, to be honest. Wrexham were on the old hacker today. How are my chances? Mate, to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if Farnborough win. Farnborough have been the better team first half, easily. And the ref has blown for half time, thankfully. Really thankfully, because it went on forever. So it is half time, even though it doesn't say that. There we go. So let's get into the halftime scores. Before we go into Chris saying Sue Clover, known as Eileen on Corrie. Don't watch soaps, mate. I won't have a clue. Go about the food. She probably ruled herself out in trials, dude. Oh, jeez. Well, yeah, good old health reasons on these. Right, let's get into halftime scores of the FA Cup round 2. Okay, so let's go to the top. Kings Lynn 0, Stevenage 3. It was goals for. Why can't it be easy on this app? Someone. I might better do the goal scores by this bit. Right, so other games have all obviously kicked off a bit longer. So it's Wimbledon 0, Chesterfield 1, Accrington Stanley 0, Barnet 0, Barnsley 1, Crewe Alexander 0, Grimsby 0-0 with Cambridge. Charlton have just kicked off their second half because I've just seen it just changed momentarily. Charlton 2, Stockport County 1, Forest Green Rovers 1, Alvechurch 1. You've got Hartlepool 2, Harrogate 0. Harrogate are down to 10 men. Oxford 1, Exeter 0. Portsmouth 3, Milton Keynes Dons 1. Sheffield Wednesday 0, Mansfield Town 1. Shrewsbury Town 3, Peterborough 1. And you've got Walsall and Chris's Carlisle are 1-0 up. And obviously this game is 0-0. I was hoping to do this one later. However, no TV coverage whatsoever. But yeah, so that is the halftime scores here. Let's quickly go into the stats for this game. So is there stats on this one? There we go. All right, so possession for Wrexham has been 68% possession. 6 shots for Wrexham, 5 for Farnborough. This does not match the eyes. 2 shots on target for Wrexham, 1 for Farnborough. Honestly, does not match the eyes. Farnborough have been way better. Corner kicks, 6 for Wrexham, 1 for Farnborough. Anything else has been great importance. Accuracy of passing has been 80%. This does not match the eyes. 80% accuracy passing for Wrexham, 58 for Farnborough. They're 58. The reason the 42's taking it off is their final third. But honestly, it doesn't look that bad. If you looked at that stats, you'd go, cool, Farnborough lucky to be 0-0. But honestly, that. I wouldn't know how to explain what I'm seeing. And even the words, I haven't got a clue. See, the problem is, and it's not a problem. In fact, I don't know Welsh, but I don't know what's going on. But yeah, so we are probably ages away from second half, about 10 minutes probably. So it's Wrexham 0, Farnborough 0. I'll be honest, from my eyes, Farnborough have been decent, better than Wrexham for me. I really don't understand the stats. If you just read the stats, you would think, oh, Farnborough are lucky. They're not. Farnborough have been more dangerous. If they had a striker, they would have easily been 2-0 up by now. But yeah, it's just madness. I don't know why I'm listening to them. I've still got them in my ear and I haven't got a clue what they're talking about. It's mad. I'm listening to it. But it is what it is. Let's be honest. It is what it is. So, obviously, full-time sport network. I don't know what time it is. What time is it now? I'm guessing that the 4 o'clock kickoff has kicked off. So, if you want to go and join Moss, also on Full-Time Sports Network, he'll be doing World Cup. And 7 o'clock as well. Moss will be doing that. I'm not sure when I'll be back. I know I'll be back when the Premier League kicks off. But as for any shows between that, I honestly don't know. I'm trying to find games that suit my schedule and stuff. So yeah, I will be back. I just don't know when. There will be a couple of shows this week on FTS, and Ollie will have his show probably, the Monit show. Comedy show, very entertaining. Football Lounge, maybe, due to the fact there's a World Cup game that clashes on the same evening. So, don't know if that will take place. Yeah, so it's gonna be a little bit hit and miss. Who's going to be doing what? But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. They're just showing the Farnborough attacks. Honestly, even the highlights match what I've said, that Farnborough have been very good. Number 11. Let's see if I can get him up. Lineups. I think it's Freddie Grant. Yeah, Freddie Grant. I'm going to look him up because honestly, he is very good. I want to know who he plays for. He is 25. What level has he played at? Because honestly, he's very quick. Oh, wow, he's he's a big traveller. Right, so okay, so 2004. He's played for 8 years now. Oxford, Margate, Farnborough, Oxford City, Wealdstone, Maidenhead, Hemel Hempstead, Bath, Slough, Hartley, Wintney, He was actually on loan last season at Hartley Whitney, who I have no idea who they are. I think that's even lower than National League, isn't it? Let's have a look. Yeah, it's just. I think they might be out of even my knowledge. Whitney FC. Yeah, so they're Hartley Whitney are currently in the Southern League Premier Division South. Yeah. I love finding out about these teams. In the past 5 years, Hartley, Whitney, and Salisbury have played 6 times against each other. Hartley, Whitney has won 1. Salisbury has won 4. So that they play a lot in the south, is in England. Yeah. So yeah, that guy, that Young, Freddie Young, he's very talented, he's very quick. It amazes me that that's the level that you can get to. But this is what I love about the FA Cup, especially when it's on TV, because scouts could just be accidentally watching it, not necessarily doing it for any other reasons than just. But yeah, it's mad. Because honestly, it's really good. It's really quick. So yeah, we're probably 4 minutes maybe away from the second half kicking off. 0-0 between Wrexham and Farnborough. Definitely not a bad game. But like I said, if you look at the stats, you'd think Farnborough have been the worst team. No, not for me. Wrexham have had a couple of chances. Turner's pulled off a couple of good saves. But defensively, Wrexham are pretty royful today. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to find games to watch next weekend, but I'm struggling to find any. Yeah, so the France and Denmark game has kicked off. And obviously, Wales versus England on Tuesday. Hugely important for both teams. Wales aren't out of it. Let's put that right. They're not out of it as of yet. Should be moments away from kickoff now. How does LLOEGR end up being England? See, my face is in shock because I have no idea what they're saying. The only thing I've picked up he's saying is McAlinden. But he said about 500 words there, and I haven't got a clue what any of the others were, just apart from McAlinden. The fact that McAlinden is playing a right wing back is a little bit balmy for me, I have to be honest. Seems a very strange decision. I beg to differ what they're saying here. Well, the thing is, they're saying press the red button. There is no red button option. So I've just got to listen to this forever. It's really hard to understand. Some of it sometimes makes sense. Now, have Farnborough made a change here? There's a lot of interest in the United States and Canada as well. Very true, actually. 500 Farnborough fans have travelled. And here comes the Welsh rain. So we are about to kick off the second half. Obviously, these games do go to replays, just so everyone's fully aware. There will be no extra time. Jack Turner is the last player literally coming out onto the pitch. Seriously taking his time there. Nice for him to turn up. So yes, we're now back underway for the second half. There we go. Wrexham still cannot connect their passes. It continues being like this. I wouldn't want to be Wrexham to take this back to Farnborough. Really wouldn't. I'd want to deal with this today, get it done today, and avoid going to Farnborough. Throw into Farnborough at the moment. Surely he's not going to want to wipe this down. He does. He does want to wipe it down. I don't know why. It's pointless doing a long. Mind you. What's she saying that? It's still pretty dangerous, even if it's not for the penalty box. The distance he can get on these throw-ins is crazy. So I'm trying to work out if Ollie Palmer is actually on the bench. I might need to find out. Solly Palmer. Him and Paul Mullin are very dangerous together. And that's not me saying being mean to Dolby, because I think Dolby's been all right. But Ollie Palmer is just some extremely dangerous person. He is on the bench. Okay. Here comes McAlinden. That should be a corner to Wrexham, and it is. Yeah, it's definitely 50-50 with the challenge. There's no way that would have been a free kick. You'd be hard-pressed to choose who to give the free kick to be honest. Wrexham corner here. It's a goal. Sam Dolby. So it's a good corner. I think Paul Mullin has got the final touch, I think. So it's an out swinging corner, headed in. Did Mullin get a touch there? Jack Turner didn't do much that I would like him to do as a goalkeeper. Let's have a look. So Dolby with the head. Yeah, so that is a goal for Mullin. So it's now 1-0 to Wrexham. Wrexham have come out, looked better second half so far. So they deserved the goal. But over the 50 minutes, not sure. I'd say they deserve the lead right now. They deserve it from the performance of the second half, which has only been 5 minutes. McAlinden used his pace, which is a huge danger. I think McAlinden has been pushed further forward in the second half. I think that might have been a tactical change, which definitely I think agree with there. McAlinden is not a defender. You just cannot have him as a defender. Oof. So now Wrexham have got confidence. They've got a bit of more oomph about them right now. So they're just passing it around at the back. The fact that Farnborough do not score many goals, admitting they did score 2 against Sutton, but in the league they don't score many. I think if Wrexham got a second now, could be game over, to be fair. They were just saying that, and I'm only saying this because I'm reading the subtitles, is Wrexham have had 5 clean sheets in the last 6. So in the last 6 games, they've been pretty good defensively. They weren't first half. Here comes Wrexham again. Oh, just wide from McFadzean with a shot just wide there. To be fair, if that was on target, probably Jack would have saved that, to be honest. Yeah. But that was just wide. But this is much better from Wrexham. Much, much better. But yeah, Phil Parkinson's team talk has definitely worked here. Come out very, very differently second half so far, anyway. But it's not like Farnborough have got no threat; they've definitely got threat. So it's definitely too early to say that this game's over, especially with this long throw there. It's mad. Here's Farnborough now, but McLinden finds Mullin, but no Mullin. Funny enough, here's McLinden again. McLinden clears it, goes to Mullin, and McLinden is the player that helps Mullin out. So McLinden's having a. I wouldn't say he's had a bad first half because he was all right first half, but second half he was. So far, he's been brilliant. Unfortunately, just didn't work out with him at Wolves. Mainly to do if he didn't score. But then I always said I don't think he was a striker anyway, because that's where he played at Wolves, as a striker. And I honestly don't think that that was his position, to be honest. And he does look quite good on the right, as like a right winger. Looks dangerous. Come up to 55 minutes played now. 1-0 to Wrexham. McFatsy now, clearance. Farnborough look a little bit more. They look deflated, to be honest. I personally do think the first half they just used all their energy as possible, and that has affected them. Second half, this number 5 for Farnborough just non-stop throwing, constantly throwing. They're saying here Farnborough won't give up until this last minute. They probably won't. But they were good the first half. The second half, so far, they haven't been great. Cross comes in there from Pendlebury. Well cleared by Wrexham. It only goes back to number 28. Robinson seriously take every single throw in. Left, right, doesn't matter where it is. Robinson just takes the throw ins. Was it Rory Glatt that did that in for Stoke? Just took every single throw in. He must have to cover the most ground just because he has to run from left to right and just, oh my word. Coming up to 58 minutes played now. Whilst the game's gone a little bit quiet, I will quickly see if there's any big surprises. I don't know if that will work. What if that works? Might be, you know. See if I can share that. Because then you'll see the goals as they go in, I'm guessing. There we go. So that is the FA Cup games as it stands right now. Hopefully that should update as the goals go in. I'm hoping. Let's see if that works. Might do. Got a Farnborough free kick here. Try to make a short one. I was just about to say Wrexham dealt with that well, but as I said, McAlinden is not a defender. So Farnborough have got it back here. Farnborough are asking for a penalty there. Way soft for me. Here comes McFadzean. Try to find Mullin, but it goes straight through to Turner. Trying to look at this free penalty here. No, that would be extremely soft. Whips it in. Oh, I don't know, you know. It's quite a tug on it now. By Tunnicliffe. Would have been quite harsh if that were in. Here's Freddie Young. Freddie Young's just won a free kick with his pace there. Yellow card out for yellow card for one of the Wrexham players. Don't know which one it is there. Lee. So Elliot Lee's been booked here for the foul on Freddie Young. I'll tell you what, Freddie Young's very similar to Daniel James. That type of player. But it's a dangerous free kick here for Farnborough. So Howard's just arranging everything in the wall and Penderby with he's only just scored, hasn't he? Oh dear. It's a goal to Farnborough. Mark Howard is not going to be happy with his goalkeeping there, I have to be honest. So I'm pretty sure it's Pendlebury. Yeah. I don't know what that is from Mark Howard. That is awful. That is awful goalkeeping for me. And it was a good free kick. Don't get me wrong. Good free kick. But that's if you get to see it, honestly. Am I being harsh on him here, though? I'm not sure. It's a great free kick by Pendlebury. But It's tough to see if that's like really his fault or not, really. So yeah, let's see if we've got any updates on the scores. So it's Wimbledon 0, Chesterfield 2, Accrington Stanley 0, Barnet 0, 3-0 to Barnsley against Crewe, 1-1 between Cambridge and Grimsby. Stockport trading 2-1 to Charlton. Forest Green are 2-1 up against Alvechurch, but Forest Green Rovers are down to 10 men. Hartlepool are 3-1 up against Harrogate. Harrogate down to 10 men themselves. Oxford United are 2 up against Exeter. You've got Portsmouth 3, MK Dons 2, Sheffield Wednesday 2, Mansfield 1, and Shrewsbury 3, Peterborough 1. I think that is it as well. I don't think there's any more. I think I'm doing the last one. Oh no, Walsall 1, Carlisle 1 still. Here comes McAlinden. If Wrexham continue how they were playing before that goal, they'll be fine. But that has surprised me from the second half performance. That is what I was expecting in the first half from Farnborough was a goal. Wasn't seeing one of the second half, to be honest. "65 minutes played. Wrexham 1, Farnborough 1. Ollie Palmer's coming on here. Doesn't matter. I don't know who's going to come off, even Sam Dolby or Paul Mullin, I'm guessing. Can't imagine Phil's going all three up front. I'll be surprised. I'm trying to build an attack here. Here's McAlinden. What? That was definitely a final pass. Just absolute rubbish. McAlinden did some really hard work. Some Mullin, but then Sam Dolby just waste. Straight into the goalkeeper's hands. So for me, I'd say get Sam off, put Ollie on. Farnborough there trying to break the line of Wrexham. So who's coming off? Oh, it's 2 subs actually. 2 subs for Wrexham here. So Dolby's going off. Ollie Palmer's coming on. That one I did know. Linden's coming off. That's a bit of a shock for me. And Anthony Ford is coming on. Corby coming off. And Palmer and Ford coming on here. It's 9 minutes. So we've got just over 20 minutes left to play. It's going to be a long throw in here for Wrexham. I think offside or a foul given there. Coming up to 69 minutes, spot on. Farnborough got a player down here at the moment. I think it's going to be a case the referee said no to the physios. There's some rugby on. I couldn't tell you what day it is. Henno, whatever that is in Welsh. $7:30. I don't know if that's in morning or night time. Haven't got a clue. Couldn't tell you. Just saying, watch out for the Welsh playing Australia. We'll be at 7:30 p.m. Don't know if that's tonight, tomorrow. Haven't got a clue. Couldn't tell you. Free kick here for Wrexham. Yeah, Ollie Palmer was very much like Paul Mullin, playing at least 2 levels. Oh no. At least 2 levels below his what he could do easily. Oh, Tony Cliff there nearly had a chance. Big up to Chris. Walsall 1, Carlisle 1, 88th minute equaliser. That's something you do not want, is it? Like they're talking about this game, they do not want replays. Farnborough would love it, but Wrexham, Carlisle, really won't want to do it, would you? Don't want an extra game. Really don't. So we're just under 20 minutes left to play. It's going to be another long throw in here from Farnborough. Robinson, honestly, has a very, very good throw on him. Like, really big throw on him. Super long throw. Very dangerous. Whips it in again. Honestly, it is a nightmare, that kind of throw in. Freddie Young, who's been a bit more quiet this second half. I have to say, he had a really good first half. He's been really quiet second half. Really quiet. Yeah, positive for... Yeah, well, actually, Walsall's not far from where I am, actually. It's about 5 miles. Oh, Farnborough nearly there with Salim Saeed. Nearly got a second there for Farnborough. Oh, it's a well-deserved equaliser. Oh, okay. But yeah, Walsall's about 5 miles away from where I am. It's not far at all. But yeah, obviously, if it goes back to your place, you go and get to watch them. They do tend to be fairly cheap tickets as well. Me defending that. Oh, really? Oh, jeez. But here's Farnborough. Farnborough have turned up the heat a little bit in the last few minutes. And there's Ollie Palmer. Still Palmer. Oh, Fradzine. Ollie Palmer was sharp, blocked. Wrexham throw in now. Coming up to 74 minutes played. It's going to be a long throw in here by a Tozer. Does throw it in. Farnborough, good defending there. Got a little bit scrappy. They dealt with it. Here comes Tozer again. Blocked cross. Oh, I could see a horrible tackle coming there. You know, when two players just coming and about 50-50 each way. That's no. That's awful. Sorry, mate. But yeah, it's going to be the likelihood of doing it. Watchport will get a big Premier League team now. Yeah, exactly. Actually, Chris, do you know when the draw is for the third round? Do you have any idea? Is it tomorrow? It's normally between or just after a fixture, isn't it? I don't know if it's today or tomorrow. Is there a game on Monday? I know they try and split these FA Cup games as much as possible over the weekend. Big up to, I have literally no idea how to say your name. I do apologise. Chelsea fan, though. Come on, Wrexham, I need you to win for my betting ticket. I think a lot of people have said this. They really do need Wrexham to win this. For the Raka. I think it's going to be a lot of possession from Wrexham now, the last 15 minutes. And it'll be a case of if they can use their pace on the counter for Farnborough. So if not, I can see this being a draw. Anyway, let's focus on getting promotion. Yeah, exactly. Focus on getting promotion now. Exactly. Best option, isn't it? Let's be honest. FA Cup's great. I love it. One of my favourite trophies. Obviously, for the smaller teams, it's a lot of money as well. You know, if you get one of the big boys, it can. I know of some stories where it's one game has literally paid for the whole wages of the whole season. So you know, it means a lot to these little teams. It's a tough one, mate. It really is. First half, they weren't very good. Second half, they've looked better. The goal from Farnborough was a bit of a shock, to be honest. But it's whether or not Wrexham can break Farnborough down, because Farnborough are just pretty much defending now. I think they would love to take it back to Farnborough for a replay. So it's tricky. It's tricky. Because when Wrexham got their first goal, I thought that was it, to be honest. Shot from Elliot Lee. Oh, what a goal. That is just like his dad. Oh, what a goal. That is one heck of a goal. So it is now Wrexham 2, Farnborough 1. It is that. for some reason, StreamYard just doesn't like to. But what a goal! That is crazy how good that strike was. Well defended by Farnborough, but it goes out to Elliot Lee and literally no chance for the goalkeeper. The shot is honestly, it even looks like his dad. Even the stance when he kicks it. Oh my word! What a strike! That goal was brilliant. If that goal wins it, wow. Now Wrexham just need to keep their heads now. Just need to keep their heads. Don't give any silly fouls away. Big up to Otter Carmen. Wrexham will win. Let's go for you. I know Wrexham is in my heart from now on. That's what I'm talking. The goal was brilliant. If anyone gets the chance to see the goal, honestly, it's fantastic strike. Really is really good strike. If anyone that remembers Robert Lee, he used to play for Newcastle, just like what he would have done. That type of strike, even with his stance where he leans over and wow, what a goal. Wrexham just got to keep their heads now. Farnborough are not going to sit down. They didn't sit down the last time. So now Wrexham just got to keep their heads now. I did say I think that Wrexham needed a 2-goal margin for Farnborough's heads to maybe drop. And here comes Mullin. I think heavy touch there. Just loses out to Farnborough. It's out for a Farnborough throw-in. What do you think about Wales? Do you got any chance against England? Oh dear. You know what? Because it's a home nation, I don't think it's going to be as easy as everyone thinks it's going to be. Everyone thinks that game is going to be so easy for England. I honestly don't think it will be. We struggle against Scotland, and I think we might struggle against Wales. I think we might get a draw, which will be enough. I think we'll be through, but I think we might get a draw. And that's the sad point. That this is England. We should be like easily. Wish we had more action than the US. Yeah. Is that soccer related? Is it? But here comes McFatsine. Oh, it's free. Mullin. It's the 2-goal margin, which I said I needed. You need that 2-goal margin. They've only got it now. Mullin. Good fight, Farnborough, honestly. They should not be disappointed with this. Been a great performance, really has. But now the quality has shown. It is now 3-1 to Wrexham. Great second half. Good first half, to be honest. But that's why they got him. That's why they pay him the big bucks at Wrexham. He is brilliant. Guaranteed to get scores. Even though you never beat us, Serbia, I think Wales is great and Bale should shock everyone. This. You know what? That is what I'm thinking. Is it's going to be Gareth Bale. I honestly do think that it's Gareth Bale that's going to give us a nightmare. Big up to Sean. We have World Cup, but they couldn't be airing this game if not for ownership. Maybe a Premier League or so a week. We don't even get much MLS, and that's mad. Well, they were talking about actually talking about that a bit earlier about there's a lot of interest in America and in Canada for this game because obviously the owners. But you saying that shocks me because I was thinking, well, maybe they've got this special on the channel over there. But here comes Wrexham again. Pick up to the boss man. Thanks, Wrexham. The Acca is a win. Well done, Adam. 1,281 off a £20 bet. Brilliant stuff. Well done, mate. Wrexham fitness shines as the match goes on. Yep, that's exactly what has happened. Farnborough were brilliant first half, and I did slightly think maybe they might have run out of gas, and they have. Obviously, they are semi-pro, so this is not their full-time job. They do other jobs. So substitution here. It's a double substitution. Oh, it's going to be tricky for me, isn't it? This is. So Casimu is coming off. Michael Fernandez is coming on. I'm going to try my best for these subs, but this could be quite tricky. It's just him. Is that the only sub? Mullins through here. The less talks about that strike, the better, though. Even he's got a smile on his face. I don't know how he wasn't offside, to be honest. Oh, he timed that right. There we go. Deal with that. I don't think anyone else came on for them. Might be wrong, but I'm going to go with that. So Casimo came off and Fernandez went on. And here's Mullin again. Just wide. It's currently just the Mullin show. Very much like the Mullet show, but a slightly different name. We're coming up to 86 minutes played now. They say that Mullin senses a hat trick, to be honest, yeah. Wouldn't have said he had a great first half either, actually, Mullin. But he did all right. But second half, Wrexham have definitely shown their quality. And then maybe like being semi-pro for Farnborough might have cost them a bit because obviously their fitness levels are going to be slightly different to a full-time team. I think Farnborough should definitely walk off this pitch with heads held high. I think they've been brilliant. Really do. And the fact that they're 17th in their league suggests that there is a lot of quality in that league. Another substitution here from Farnborough. Page is coming off. And absolutely no idea who's running towards me, because currently it looks like he's running towards me here. If I get a chance to tell you, I will. I don't know who the other player is. Mullin is class. I couldn't agree more. He's fantastic. And that's not just saying at this level. He's just a really good striker. He is someone that can quite easily play up to League One level easily. Elliot Lee's coming off for Tom O'Connor here. Trying to get this find it. I feel I deserve the person deserves their name being mentioned, and for some bizarre reason they've just not put it up here. And obviously I don't understand Welsh, so I don't know who's coming on. So according to this, Sam Deering come on, Omar Rose come on. So yeah, I'm gonna have to skip the subs because it's been so far back now. Oh, it's only another goal. He's got his hat trick. He deserves his hat trick, to be honest, as well. He has been class these last few minutes. So it is now Wrexham 4, Farnborough 1. I did think I predicted 4, but I didn't expect the first half. The first half, Farnborough could have, if they had a proper striker, they would have been 2 up. But Palmer, you just won't want to play against Palmer. He's such an annoying striker. He's strong, he's talented. Mullin, great finish. It's mad how good he is. Class, what a player, exactly. I couldn't agree with you more. He's just brilliant. There's 4 minutes injury time. I don't actually mind that because this second half has definitely picked up in quality. It's just all going wrong for Farnborough right now. Everything's going wrong for him. And as they're saying, because obviously I've got subtitles on, Mullin is one of those strikers who doesn't need that extra touch. He will just finish it from whatever angle, whatever position. He'll just do it. And that's what makes him quality. He's just so good. He is vital to Wrexham's push for this season. I do think they could do it, but the team that I'm wearing right now, Notts County, they are definitely going to push Wrexham as far as possible this season, I reckon. For me, it's between Wrexham and Notts County for the automatic. And then as for the playoffs, it's a madness. I love it. It's a madness that I love, but anything can happen in those playoffs. Like I said, it goes from 2nd to 9th. Knockout type competition with a final at the end. What I would say to Wrexham is you need to have more shirts available to buy. Yeah, well, you're the same as me. That's why I respect them, because obviously one of the oldest clubs in England. They are 2nd, as far as I'm aware, in the National League. Just double check that before I say it wrong. I'm pretty sure they're 2nd. They play today. Obviously, the game's postponed today because obviously a lot of the teams are in. Where's the league gone? Tables. Yeah, so Notts County are currently 2nd, literally 1 point behind Wrexham. Followed closely by Chesterfield, who've played a game less. They're on 40 points. Then it's Woking, Southend. Well, I thought Farnborough had another one there. So it's Wrexham, Notts County, Chesterfield, Woking, Southend, Barnet, Solihull, Bromley, Dagenham, Redbridge, Wealdstone, and that's down to 10th. And the team that I've got a soft spot, mainly to the team that I actually support, Bournemouth, are in 11th. Good save there by Mark Howard. I like the fact that Farnborough haven't given up. They're just running on low right now. They've got low battery, low petrol, low everything. The charge is just low. Mullin there trying to get a fourth. Yeah, exactly. All the best to Wrexham and Notts County. And to be honest, any club in that league, the quality in that league is actually there. It's brilliant to watch. I find it fascinating. The games for me have always been entertaining. There are the odd occasional poor games, but the tackles are proper tackles. They're definitely 10 years behind the times in tackling, which is fantastic for people that loved good hard tackling. We're just coming up to full time now, I think now. And there it is. There is full time. There we go. Full time there. So it has finished. Wrexham 4, Farnborough 1. Big up to Sean. Wrexham is pretty much becoming America's football team. I started looking more into lower level soccer a few years ago, and Wrexham was put in the spotlight around the same time. Lower leagues are under it, definitely. Couldn't agree more. Big up to everyone. Future content will definitely be coming out. There'll be some World Cup watchalongs coming out. Some talk shows coming out this week. Hit the notification bell and you'll be notified. We do content every week, so guaranteed. When the Premier League comes back, there'll be loads of watchalongs. I am the Premier League watchalong person, so big up to everyone. But for right now, we're definitely out of here. Well done to Wrexham. Well done to everyone. Thank you for watching, everyone. Appreciate it. And we will speak to you all very, very soon, guys. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.